Hi, good evening, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great day in this cold. I just got back from Key West with the family, and I think I'm already losing a little bit of sun that I had, and it's ridiculously cold. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys tonight a little bit about what comes in the Home Essentials kit. I've had a lot of people ask me, okay, I have these oils. I had a lot of people order the Home Essentials kit, and they want to know what to do with them now. So I thought this would be a good time to go through some of the oils that come in that kit and tell you what we use them for in our house. So first of all, this is the diffuser that comes with it. You guys can see that. And this diffuser, you do add water, because I've had some people say, do I just dump oils in it? There are directions that come with it, but just to go over that, you take the lid off, and inside you can see the little red top right there. You just fill the water to right below where that red top is. You do not want to fill water over it. And you don't want to use purified water. I use tap water. Some people use distilled water. And then you fill up with water, and you put in only about anywhere from 2 to 4 drops of oil, depending on how strong you want it to be. And then you put the top on, and there's different settings right here. You can click 1 hour, 2 hours, or 4 hours of continuous. And there's also a light if you want to have the light on. And after you're done, I just dump it out, and I use just a rag and just clean out the inside. You don't need to add any cleaners or anything like that. Just use the rag, clean out, especially that middle part, just to keep it clean. So that's the diffuser. Now, so we'll go through some of the oils. This is On Guard, probably one of my favorite go-to oils that I think everyone should have, especially during this cold and flu season. So you can do a lot of things with On Guard. You can diffuse it. I like to diffuse it almost every day just to keep the air clean and get rid of anything that's in the air. You can also use it topically. So what we do is I actually make a roller. I'm going to show you guys what a roller bottle looks like. I know most of you know that. So I get these on Amazon. They're called roller balls or roller bottles. And what I do is you can see the lid, the roller part right there. And you just pop off the top. And this is a 10 milliliter roller bottle. So let's say I'm making this for the kids. What I do is I like to take the On Guard, and I'll put in about, I'd say, between 3 and 5 drops of On Guard. And then the rest I fill with fractionated coconut oil. And this is something you don't have to get from doTERRA. You can get it from online as well. And you just take the lid off, and you just fill the rest with the coconut oil. And once that's in there, you pop the top back on where you can see the roller. Here's the lid. And then we like to apply, so this is the On Guard we talked about, so the immune boosting roller. We like to do it up the spine. Roll it there is a great place for it, and a great place for the oils to get into your system, and also on the feet, all over the feet and the toes. And then we put socks over it just so the kids don't mess with it or run around the house on the wood floors with the oil. So that's what we do for the On Guard roller. And we also make homemade sanitizers with the On Guard. I think I posted that on my site before of the recipe for that. So that's a great one to do with On Guard. There's some other recipes we'll talk about in a little bit where you can mix On Guard in with it. You can clean with the On Guard. You put it in a spray bottle with some water. I like to do that, and just kind of when we went on flying, I sprayed down the area of the airplane. Use that as well. So great oil, and it's really worked well for us. And you can also, for adults, I wouldn't say children, I'd say over age 7 or 8, you can put a drop in some warm water if you have sore throat and gargle with it. And you can also take it just in a teaspoon of honey, 1 drop, which is really great for immune boosting. Okay, On Guard. Now we have peppermint, another awesome oil. And I was so sad while nursing, peppermint can actually decrease your milk. Not everybody, some people. I was fine with blends that had peppermint in it. But straight peppermint I just used occasionally, not all the time. But now that we're slowly getting to the end of that, I've been using more of it, and I forgot how much I missed it. It's just an amazing oil. One of my favorite ways to use peppermint is for head tension. And what I do is I don't even make a roller for this for myself. I just take a little drop on my finger like this, just to kind of rub my finger on the top of the oil bottle. And then I take the fractionated coconut oil and just put a little drop on my hand, just a few little drops like that. Great. I think diluting every oil is important, even for adults. And I rub it right here on the tops of my fingers, and then you just rub on your temples across here, and you can even rub at the base of your neck if that's where you're feeling some head tension, and around there as well. And I'd say probably in about 30 seconds you start to feel some great relief from that head discomfort. If you want to kick it up a notch and peppermint's not enough, you can also add frankincense and lavender, and just do one at a time and do the same thing with the fractionated coconut oil and just rub here and behind your neck, and do that with each oil. I like to do frankincense last. We call frankincense a driving oil. Anything that it goes on top of, it makes those oils go in faster and deeper. So this is a great oil to use last on top of any other oil. So those are the 3 for head tension. If you need more than just the peppermint, just add your lavender and frankincense in there as well. All right. Other uses for peppermint. It actually keeps ants away, which is kind of random. But bugs, I've used a spray with that around because we've had some ant problems. I've used it for that. You can use it for opening up your sinuses. What I like to do there is I can actually just open the bottle. I'll press my thumb to there and then just or about 10 seconds to the roof of your mouth, and you feel everything just open up right there in your sinuses, which is a great way to use peppermint. I've made mouthwashes with it as well. It's great for cooling the skin or your temperature. So if you have any kind of hot flashes, you can make a little spray with some water and spray down the back of your neck. And you can also just use it, a spray for yourself in the summertime or just when you get hot, or even with fevers. Peppermint, I like to wait till about 30 months, about 2.5 years old, before I use it on my kids. And then I'll highly dilute it, and you can use a tiny bit on their feet. If they're younger than that, you can actually rub some peppermint on your hands and just press it underneath their feet. And just that cooling sensation coming off your hand into their feet is enough to cool them down. So that's another way that you can use peppermint for cooling. Lavender is a great oil. They call it the Swiss Army knife of oils because it does so many things. Can talk all day about lavender. And that's what's great about these oils. I mean, in each bottle, there's up to like 45 to 100 different compounds in the bottle. So number one, you're not going to become immune to the oil for that reason. And number two, that means that it can do so many different things. So for example, a lot of people use lavender for everything calming, like sleep and relaxing. You can put a couple drops on your pillow. If it's a really young baby, you can actually use a drop or two on a cotton ball and put it right there near where they sleep, because obviously they can't touch it or roll around at that point. It's a great way to use it. Or diffusing, of course, for calming. Rubs on the bottom of the feet or the back of the neck. You can use it when your kid's temperature is elevated. I actually like, whenever my kids aren't feeling great, I'll do a lavender bath. And we use either a unscented bath gel or baking soda to mix in the water. I don't use Epsom salts till about age 6. That's what it says on the instructions. So that's a great way, lavender baths, or for mom or anybody else. It's very relaxing. For me, with lavender, I actually love it for skin. So I keep it in my kitchen because I'm always burning myself somehow when I'm baking or cooking, and you can just keep it. And this is one of the oils that if I burn myself or have a skin irritation for adults, I don't necessarily dilute it if I need it quickly, and I'll just rub it on there. And it's like instant relief when you have a burn, which we actually used this on Noah the other day coming back from Florida because he had some sunburn on his shoulders. And I used that and I mixed it in with some aloe vera, and then I rubbed it on his shoulders, and he said it felt really good. So you can use it for some sunburns, and also any kind of bug bites, skin irritations, scratches, scars. I even used lavender when I had mastitis or started to get it, and you can rub it and it just draws everything out. You can use it around your ears if you have any kind of ear discomfort, mixed with melaleuca. I know we talked about ears before, but these two are great mixed together for ears. And melaleuca and lavender together, I like to use for young children too, in the diffuser when they have any kind of congestion or cough, or even to rub on their chest. Feels really, I think it's a great combo for that. So lavender, like I said, does a ton of things. And then melaleuca, going into that, I know we talked a little bit about melaleuca with ears and putting it on a cotton ball before for any kind of ear discomfort with you or your kids. Using it with lavender and the diffuser, those two are great together, or on their chest if they have any kind of congestion there. I like to use melaleuca for sinuses too, so I'll just take some right here out of the bottle, and like we talked about the fractionated coconut oil, just using a little bit of both, one drop. You only need one drop at a time. The whole idea of oils is not the amount, but just you can use it more frequently. So you mix it with the coconut oil, and you can rub it right over your sinuses. and it feels so good. I love it for sinuses, and even right underneath your nose. Just don't put it up your nose, but right around the bottom of it works great. Melaleuca is another good one. We do it in a spray with clove, or you can do it by itself, or even with lavender. And I spray my daughter's hair every day before school to prevent lice. We actually, in Key West, she had her hair braided, and this lady that was braiding her hair brought this, I didn't even look, I was looking up, and she had this brush, and she just put it in her hair, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm over here, shaking. So what I did was I took some Melaleuca later that night in the hotel, because I always travel with this, and just put it right in her hair, and even you can put it in the shampoo. We did that the next day. So hopefully that'll help. And Melaleuca is good for any kind of foot issues, anything fungal related. I mean, it's just amazing to me how much this bottle. I didn't think I'd use Melaleuca a lot when I first got it, because I wouldn't say it's the oil that makes you just feel good and love to smell it, although my husband loves the smell of it. But we have used it for so many different things. So I really enjoy Melaleuca too. Use it a lot for my sinuses, for my ears, and any other skin irritations. I even put it in a spray bottle with some fractionated coconut oil, and I'll spray like the diaper area with my baby, or any kind of skin irritations the kids have had. I think it's great. Can use it with lavender too. Another combination of Melaleuca and lavender for skin irritations, using it together, or even for like a diaper rash cream or spray that you want to make. So those are great oils. All right, Deep Blue. Now, Deep Blue is for anything muscle related, muscle tension, muscle cramping, discomfort, and this is one that you'll definitely want to dilute as well. And you can they make it in a rub too, actually. And this month, if you get the Home Essentials kit, or any product that you order worth 200 PV, which is around $200 plus, you'll get an extra bottle of Deep Blue plus the rub, which I guess I should have in front of me. Those are both free, which is a great value. So anyway, you take the lid off of this, and this has a childproof cap. And actually, all the oils will be coming with extra caps that you can purchase if you want to put childproof caps on all your oils. But this is the one that you would not want to ingest. And what it is it just smells so good, and so I guess it attracts children to it. But this is one of ours that you do not ingest. And if you're ever wondering with an oil if it's okay to ingest it, you can look on the side. I know you can't really see that from here. And it'll say on the side, daily value. It'll say for internal, dilute 1 drop in 4 fluid ounce. If it doesn't say that, then you should not use it internally. So anyway, you tape the cap off the Deep Blue, and you'll put some on your hands. Same thing with fractionated coconut oil. If you don't have fractionated coconut oil yet, you can use regular coconut oil. You can also use olive oil. I just like to use it because this is thin and doesn't have any scent to it. And so this has been a lifesaver for everybody in our house as far as rubbing on your neck. You can rub a knee for joint discomfort. It feels really good. So that's Deep Blue. See, all these oils come in this kit. There's a ton of great things you can do. You probably didn't realize with just the 10 oils. Now here's oregano. Another oil you're not going to sit there and you're not going to diffuse this one and smell. It's not a smell good oil for that. It's not going to make you feel great with your mood. Oregano is wonderful though for when you start to feel sick or you start to not feel great. If you rub this is actually the one that got my husband sold on the oils when he wasn't feeling well. And I rubbed this on his feet and he felt great the next day. So he's like, okay, this stuff works. But oregano, you can rub it on the feet. It's actually a warming oil. It's a very hot oil, so you want to definitely dilute this oil because you don't want to get it near your eyes or anything. I'm sure some of you have done that. I know some of you have told me that. So rub it on your feet. If you're starting to feel not well, or if you feel really cold, it can warm you up too. Oregano is used for, I know, not to stay compliant. I know if you have those bumps or if you have those issues you can also rub, or like those things that you get, like the growth things on your feet, you can rub oregano on it as well. I use this in my steaming mug that I've talked about and done a video before with the Melaleuca and peppermint and lemon, and that's a great way to keep anything from turning into an infection in your nose. So oregano, I say, is more of a total medicinal oil. People use it for cleansing too. It's in our cleanse that we do for a Candida cleanse, so I know you can add that as well to cleanse yourself. So great oil to have though, and it's in, which we're going to talk about in a second. I guess we can do that now. One of my favorite blends to make in a roller bottle, well this is a different one, but you use oregano, Melaleuca, lemon, frankincense, and On Guard. And I know a lot of you have made this before. And I do about anywhere between, depending on a kid, I'll do 1 to 2 drops each in a roller. Adults, 4 to 6 drops of each. The rest fill with your fractionated coconut oil. And I call this my cold bomb, flu bomb recipe. And once all that is in the roller, if you're exposed to something, you're starting to come down with something, or you're just not feeling very well, great roller, like we talked about, up the spine and on your feet. So this combination is amazing. So you'll need the oregano for that one. And I even use this like I'll use the On Guard roller pretty much almost every night with the kids, but I'd say once or twice a week I'll add the one with oregano just to kind of give it a little boost for them, extra oils. Okay, so moving on. And we have lemon, which we go through a lot of lemon. I use lemon with vinegar and water, or with olive oil for my wood. With the vinegar and water we use to clean the showers. You can put a drop in your water. It's a great way to detox and cleanse. Lemon you can use to, like that Goo Gone stuff, you can actually use it in place of that to rub on things, to like cleaning the refrigerator, for example. You get all that sticky stuff on the shelves. You can add a couple drops of lemon with a sponge or something, paper towels, and you just scrub and it comes right out. It's pretty amazing. I clean my rings in lemon and a little bit of fractionated coconut oil, makes them super shiny. Lemon is also one that I use a lot for my baby. If she starts to sound a little congested, or if I'm just trying to use it for that, I'll rub it a little bit diluted up her spine and on her feet. And that's a great way to dry things up. So I use it for that reason. And then if you mix it with lavender and peppermint, so lemon, lavender, and peppermint combined can make a great seasonal, seasonal threat mix. And you can use that, I use it with my son. Instead of using Zyrtec, we'll use it on the back of his neck and on his feet, and that seems to really help him as well. These three together, lavender, lemon, peppermint, are great in the diffuser if you're trying to cleanse the air of some seasonal things going around, especially with all the pollen that'll be coming with the spring. It's a great combination there. So lemon will be kind of your drying oil in that mixture. So great oil to have. All right, almost done. So we have frankincense. Of course, my battery almost is always dying on my phone. So frankincense they call the king of oils, because really it is the oil that does everything. And if something's not working, I just always pull out the frankincense and it seems to work. So frankincense is amazing for anything skin related. You can use it for wrinkles or impurities or imperfections on your skin. It's in the flu and cold balm that we talked about. It's a great immune boosting oil. And I actually prefer this to On Guard for children, I'd say under 18 months. I like to use frankincense up the spine and on the feet, so I use that a lot with Nyla. Great oil to diffuse. My daughter, Nora, who's almost 7, loves it for just sleeping. It's so funny she asked for that oil. Of course, the expensive one she wants. But anyway, you use this for people that have anxious feelings. If you're just feeling a little bit overwhelmed, frankincense is a great calming oil to use for that. Do a lot of different things with frankincense. I could go on and on. But wonderful oil to have. And there's even studies coming out now that are showing that they're using frankincense with some cancer studies. So I think that's really amazing. A great oil to have and to use. Even if you have any kind of inflammation, you can use a drop under your tongue every day for that. I just say it tastes kind of like a tree. So just remember from your childhood, climbing a tree and getting that sap on your hands. That's what you'll feel. But I like to take my thumb to it sometimes and just press the roof of my mouth if I ever have really bad head tension. And it works very quickly. So it's good for that too. All right, 2 more little oils in this kit. See all these things in this one kit, all these oils that they can do. So we have Digestin, and this is our tummy blend oil. One we use a lot in our house for everyone. And we use this again in a roller. This isn't one you would diffuse. You would use this more in a roller, or like I said, if you want to put a drop on your finger with a fractionated coconut oil, and you'll rub it directly on your stomach, right around the belly button area. And it can help with if you need to go, if you need to stop going, either one, or if you have just that stomach bug feeling, great oil to use. You can put a drop in water, a drop under your tongue. If you need something more immediate, we use a lot more, especially with the kids, topically, and it does, they say it feels really good, and I've used it for myself too. We actually make this in tablets that you can use almost like a natural Tums. So the Digestin oil, oddly enough, even though it's our tummy blend, I have found it works really well on your sinuses, which, oh, thanks, Stephanie. Over 3 years of using these oils, I've come up with a lot of cool things to do with them. That's the beauty of them. So you can use it right over your sinuses. You can tell I have sinus issues because I talk about sinuses a lot, but it really works well as far as clearing things out there. So I've been using a lot for that, and I'll bring my roller with me. I'm like, okay, I have a stomach issue down right in my stomach, and then I'll just put it right over my sinuses. So I get to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, our last oil. This is probably one of the oils that I've gone through the most since I've started using oils. I was counting the bottles upstairs because I keep my empty bottles to either make bath salts or little spray bottles with them. And this is one I've probably gone through several bottles. I mean, things like frankincense, you guys, this is going to last. I've probably maybe gone through 2 bottles in 3 years, so I use it sparingly. But Breathe, I mean, we diffuse it a lot, and because it smells so amazing. And it helps clear out the airways, but we also use it on our chest and on our back and on our feet. And little tip for anything sinus related or congestion, you can put it right on your, I guess you can't see that, but you can put it on your toes. Those are your sinus reflex points, which work really well to open everything up. Love Breathe. And I'm sure those of you who used it, I know a lot of you like to use it too. And I'll even mix it with, I know this isn't in the kit, but lime is another really inexpensive, great oil to put on top of the Breathe. And I like that a lot for respiratory for myself, and my son likes it too. And he likes the smell of lime as well. Okay, I think those are all the main oils in the Home Essentials kit. So like I said, a lot of things you can do with it. The Home Essentials kit comes with the bigger bottles. So these are the 15 milliliter, and they have about 250 drops. I don't have a small bottle. I guess Deep Blue is the one that's smaller in this kit. Everything else is big. But these are the size, the ones that come in the Family Wellness kit. 5 milliliter, about 60 to 80 drops. And so the difference is between the Family Wellness and the Home Essentials, you're getting 3 times the amount of oil, and it's not 3 times the cost. So that's a huge value. And like I said, it comes with this diffuser. And anyone that orders the Home Essentials kit this month is also going to get a free Citrus Bliss from me. So that's a little perk as well. So I think that's it as far as what the oils are. I know you guys have been asking for different things you can do with these oils, so I wanted to do a video so you guys can come back and look at any time you want. So if you have any questions, please send me a message or post something on Facebook, and I'll be glad to help you out. All right, have a good night.